In this video, we will be looking for maths and trigonometric functions like sum product. I have m round, floor, ceiling, and I have mod and question. Let's see those one by one. I have first one, that is sum product. Now, if you see on the screen, I have some data, that is array 1 and array 2, which are some numbers. I have purposely kept very small numbers. Now, what exactly I want is, I want multiplication of both these numbers in the each array, that is the product, and also at the end I want sum of all these numbers. So how do I do that? Normally I do it with the help of this one. I'll just type equal to first cell multiplied by second cell, enter, and I'll just drag down. So once I drag down, I've got all the products, and finally I've got all the products of these two arrays, and finally I want sum of those numbers. So I'll press alt equal to from my keyboard, alt equal to, enter, and I've got the sum, that is 59. So it took me very lengthy steps to multiply first and then take a sum, but I have a shortcut formula, that's a sum product. If I use that, I can get the sum within seconds. So the function is equal to sum product, equal to sum product, and then I'll select this first array, comma, and second array. Selected, equal to sum product, first array, comma, second array. That's it. Once I press enter, the number which is given as 59, I'll get the answer over here. So sum product can be very useful, which will reduce the time for multiplying and as well as taking a sum. Okay, let's see the next one. I have something function known as m round. What exactly m round does is, it multiplies or it rounds the number to the nearest multiple. So for example, I have a number as 4.4, and what exactly it should fall around? Should it fall around 4 or 5 when I am rounding the number? So 4.4, it should come to the 4. If I put as 4.6, it should come to the 5. Similarly, if I put as 5, it will show as 5. If I put as 5.1, what should be the nearest number it should round? And when I press enter, it says as 5. So what is the formula for this m round, how we can round the numbers? So the formula is, I'll type here, the formula is equal to m round, equal to m round, and I'll select this number, the cell number, comma, which is the nearest multiple I want the number to be rounded. So I'll say yes, I want the nearest multiple is 1, and I'll close the bracket. So once I close the bracket, whatever number is given here as 5.1, it will give the nearest round. So I'll say as, it says as 5. Similarly, I'll just try to change the number. I'll change the number as 5.9. So what is the nearest round number? It says 6. So this way you can use it. Similarly, if I want the number to be nearest multiple of 5, which function or I should use it? I'll use the same m round, but now the parameter will change here. So I'll type here as m round. I'll just reduce the size so you can see it properly. Yeah. So equal to m round, and I'll select this number, comma. Now I want multiples of 5. So I've written as round the number to the nearest multiple of 5. So second parameter I'll type here as 5. Once I press 5 and press enter, you see for 7.5, nearest multiple of 5 is 10. If I put here as less than 7.5, if I put here less than 7.5, that is 7.4, enter, you see it has taken me to 5, the number 5. Let's try one more. If I type as 11.5, where it should take me? It should take me to number as 10. I'll press 10. Similarly, if I take between 10 and 15, the number between 10 and 15 is 12.5. So if I insert 12.5, it should take me to the 15 number, that is 12.5, enter, it has taken me to 15. So it's working fine. So m round function rounds the number to the nearest multiple of the x number. Let's see one more example. I have a number, let's say 24. Now I want to round the number to the nearest multiple of 10. I have this 24. What is the nearest multiple? It is 20. So if I say I want as 25, it takes me to 30. If I say 24.9, it will take me to the nearest multiple. Here it will take us to 20. So you see 20. Now same function I'll use here, that is m round, and I'll take this number, the cell number, that is A4, and the nearest multiple is 10, and I'll press enter. So once you type here, let's say 25.1, it will take you to 30. If you type 24.9, it will take you to 20, right? So this way m round function can be used. But on the other hand, if I'm not interested in m round, I want about the lowest number or the highest number. So I can use the other functions, that is floor and ceiling. So I'll go for the first one, that is floor. Now what exactly floor says is, floor, if you can imagine, that's your floor where you're standing. So on this floor, if I put here 3.9, so what is the nearest lowest value I can get in the round, multiples of round? So for 3.9 is the lowest is 3. If I type as 4.1, I'll get the number as 4. So lowest number it takes, that is it will remove the decimal, in short, in layman language if you say. So what is the function or formula I have used? I have used the formula as floor. Let's see how we can write that. First I'll reduce the size and yeah. So the formula or function you can say it is floor. It says this, give me the number, that is the cell number A2, comma, what is the significance, what multiple you want. I'll say I want the multiple for 1. So floor, remember the floor is the place where you stand, so it's the lowest place. So it says as 4. So if I type as 5.1, it gives me 5. Even if I type 5.9, still it will take me the lowest number, that is 5. If I type here 6.9, it will take me to 6. This was lowest number with multiple of 1. What if you want lowest number multiple of 5? So for example, I have a number as 6. It should take me to the lowest fifth multiple. So it takes me to the 5. If I type here 7.5, still it will take me to 5. If I type here, let's say the lowest number as 9.9, still it will take me to the number 5. You see, there's a number 5 given here. So floor. So how do I write it? Same way, equal to floor, and I'll select this number, comma, and I'll type here 5. Significance you can see as multiple, that's 5 I've written, and I'll press enter. So I'll get the same thing. If I type here 10.1, it will take to 10. If I type 9.9, so it will not take me to 10, it will take me to the fifth number, that is 5. Similarly, the last one, if I want the number which should be the nearest multiple of 10, I've written here 5, it should be 10 here, and I'll write here 10. Yeah. So now the same function I'll use is equal to floor, select the number, comma, and significance, or I can say multiple, that's the lowest multiple, I can say as 10. So once I press 10, you see that 15 is given as 10. Even if I write here 19, it will give me 10, but if I write 21, here if I write 21, it will take me to the number as 20. So lowest value, that is the significance given. On the other hand of floor, the opposite of floor, it is a ceiling. So I'll go to the ceiling place, and now if I type 2.1, it takes me to the 3 value. If I type 2.9, it takes to 3 value. 3.1, it takes me to the 4, so highest value. Okay. So similarly, instead of floor, what you have to do is you have to just type here ceiling. So the function is equal to ceiling, that is the number, comma, significance. Right now I'll take for the first one, that is 1, press enter. Now I'll just check it. 5.1, it takes me to 6, 6.1, it takes me to 7. It's working fine. Now the second two examples are similar. I'll take multiple of 5, I'll take multiple of 10. Let's see now. Equal to ceiling, this number, comma, multiple of 5, press enter. Second, equal to ceiling, number, comma, multiple of 10, enter. So now let's see the last one. If I say it is 9.4 and I want the ceiling number for this, it says as 10. So if I say I want 11.1, it takes me to 20. So multiple of 10, it has incremented. So this way we can work on ceiling part. The next one, I have something mathematical related, that is mod and quotient. What exactly is mod? So if I want the remainder of any number using a mathematical, I can use this function, that is mod. For example, if I just want to see what is the remainder equal to, let's say 3 divided by 2, so I'll get as 1.5. But in mathematics, you get a remainder, you get a quotient, you get a dividend, all these options. So that time I cannot use this kind of formula. I have to use some function given by what you call Microsoft Excel. So what is that function is? This function is known as mod. So what exactly, how do I use a mod is equal to mod. I have to write the number, and second is I have to write the divisor. Number is number 3 and the divisor is number 2. So I'll write here 3 comma 2, and the remainder for this would be 1, right? Once I press enter, I'll get the answer as 1. Now always remember, the sign for the remainder will be given as the sign for the you can say as number. Okay. So I'll type here equal to mod, open the bracket. If I type here minus 3 divide by 2, right? So the sign for the mod will be, or the remainder will be given for the number itself, and I'll press enter. So I'll type here a formula, that is equal to mod, and I'll type here equal to number, that is the number given as 3 comma minus 2. I'll type here. So remember the number, or you call the mod, you will get the answer. The sign for the mod will be the same sign for the divisor. So this is the divisor minus 2, and I'll get the sign for that minus 2, the minus sign. enter. So I've got the -1 sign. So this way you can get the mod, or you can say remainder for the calculation purpose, right? Next I have something known as quotient. Now what exactly quotient is? Like you know mathematics, how we can go for it. Now if I divide this 5 by 2, I'll get the quotient as 2. Similarly, if I divide by 3, 10 divided by 3, the quotient I'll get as 3 and the mod will be 1. So let's see how I can get it. It's very simple. I'll just type here equal to quotient, right? And this would be 5, that is my numerator, comma denominator would be 2. So the quotient which will be given will be as 2 and the mod will be 1. So I'm giving a quotient. Once I press enter, I've got the answer as 2. Similarly, let's try one more example. If I divide 10 by the 3, I'll get the quotient as 3. So I'll type here equal to quotient, and I'll type here this one as 10 divided by 3 and close the bracket. So quotient for this problem would be, let's say, 3, and the mod will be 1. So once I press enter, I've got the answer as 3. So this way you can use mod and quotient function where our regular normal formulas will fail. This way you can work on mathematics and trigonometric functions. So I hope you have understood how to go for sum product, the M round, floor, ceiling, mod and quotient. That's all for this video.